You're not lazy. Let me say that again, because someone needs to hear this today. You are not lazy. The reason you keep procrastinating, the reason you keep putting things off until tomorrow, the reason you find yourself scrolling for hours when you know you should be working on that big project, it's not because you lack discipline or motivation. The real reason is far deeper, and honestly, a little bit terrifying. Deep down, your brain is absolutely petrified of what won't happen if you actually succeed. Think about it. That little voice in your head, the one that says, just 5 more minutes, or you're too tired, start fresh tomorrow, or let me just check this one thing online first, that isn't a voice of weakness. It's a voice of self-preservation. It's your brain's ancient, hardwired survival system kicking in to protect you from a perceived threat. And in this case, the threat is success. In this video, we're going to unpack the real psychological reasons people self-sabotage right when they're on the brink of a breakthrough. Stick with me to the end, because understanding this is the first step to finally breaking free. So what happens when success starts to feel real, when it's just within your grasp? Your mind, without you even realizing it, runs an old, outdated survival program. It scans its memory banks and remembers every single time that change, visibility, or effort led to a negative outcome. It remembers that time in school when you stood out and got judged for it. It remembers that time you tried your absolute best but still faced rejection. It remembers every instance where staying small and comfortable felt safer than reaching for something more. And so, your brain does what it was designed to do. It tries to keep you safe. How? By whispering small, convincing lies. It tells you things like, you're not ready for this yet, or you're going to embarrass yourself if you try, or, my personal favorite, someone else has already done this and they did it way better, so why even bother? And here's the crazy part. You listen, not because you truly believe these lies on a logical level, but because the feeling behind them is familiar. And to our brains, what is familiar feels safe. What is safe feels comfortable. And what is comfortable feels like survival. But here's the twist, the paradox that keeps so many of us stuck. That same instinct that once protected you from real danger, like being kicked out of the tribe ages ago, is now what's keeping you stuck in a life you're desperate to change. You self-sabotage, not because you secretly hate yourself or want to fail, but because your brain fears the profound identity shift that comes with achieving your goals. Think about it. Real, meaningful success means change, and change means uncertainty. It means new expectations from others and from yourself. It means new potential judgments, new responsibilities, a whole new level of visibility. Your current identity, even if you're unhappy with it, is known. The future successful you, that person is a stranger. So, just as you're about to take that big leap, launch the business, ask for the promotion, publish your work, you start to procrastinate. Overthink everything into paralysis, or even pick a fight with a loved one to create a distraction. It is not a coincidence. It is conditioning. Psychologists have a term for this internal battle: cognitive dissonance. It's the mental stress you experience when you hold two conflicting beliefs at the same time. In this case, I desperately want this new life clashes with I desperately want to stay the same person I've always been. Your brain is trying to have it both ways, and the result is a state of paralysis we call self-sabotage. So, how do you break this cycle? It's not about fighting your brain or trying to crush this instinct with willpower. It's about retraining it. Here are 3 practical steps. First, you must notice the pattern. Become an observer of your own mind. The next time you feel that powerful pull towards procrastination or distraction, don't just give in. Pause and say it out loud. This isn't logic. This is fear. This is my brain trying to protect me from something it wrongly perceives as a threat. Just naming it takes away so much of its power. Second, shrink the step. The brain flags big, scary leaps as dangerous. So don't take a big leap. Make the very next action so ridiculously small, so laughably easy that your brain can't justify sounding the alarm. Instead of write my novel, the step is open the document and write one sentence. Instead of build my website, it's Google one potential theme. The goal is to move forward without triggering the fear response.
And third, repeat success. Every time you take one of these tiny steps and nothing bad happens, you are actively rewiring your brain. You are providing new evidence that progress is safe. Each small win teaches your mind that moving forward doesn't lead to danger. It leads to a feeling of accomplishment. Over time, these small wins accumulate, and your comfort zone begins to expand. Not because you forced it, but because the new territory has become familiar. The truth is, you don't need to destroy the part of you that self-sabotages. You just need to become its teacher. You need to patiently and consistently show your brain that success won't kill you. Do that often enough, and failure will stop feeling like the safe option. Progress will become your new normal. If you're serious about understanding the hidden forces that drive your own mind, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Every week, I break down the psychology behind what you feel, think, and do, so you can stop being a passenger and start being the driver of your own life. Thanks for watching.